The Foundation for Human Rights stands for equality,
inclusivity,
dignity,
agriculture,
equal opportunity,
building communities,
social justice,
vulnerable groups,
protecting everyone's rights.
The Foundation for Human Rights is a non-profit human rights organization. So our mission is to create a fairer and more just society, and we do that by working in a range of human rights areas, from gender-based violence to access to justice to transitional justice, and in particular the unfinished business of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission.
Mr. Chairperson, before I call the next witness.
The Truth and Reconciliation Commission was a quasi-judicial body, a transitional body that was created in the aftermath of apartheid at the time of the transition, and that was responsible for investigating apartheid-era gross human rights violations. And the deal was that perpetrators who did not apply for amnesty or were refused amnesty by the TRC would be investigated and prosecuted in a normal course of action. This have never really happened. For the past years, we've been fighting to create a political will to deal with the TRC cases and the apartheid-era gross human rights violations.
The foundation, I think, finally managed to get a prosecution policy out of the National Prosecutorial Authority, and I think that was one success. I think the fact that we've also managed to keep the reparations issue on the agenda of the government is another success.
There can be no justice without accountability. We need people to come forward to admit what they did so that we can then move on, get reconciliation, and have a cohesive society.
A project like this is important for South Africa because of the impunity it has created by not dealing with accountability. And if you look at the fact that our society has been riddled by corruption, it's deepened impunity. And so really important that we tackle accountability, and this is what that project does.